Welcome everyone to this deep dive into the PyTorch architecture blueprint. Today, we'll explore a definitive visual guide to the internal systems, compilers, and infrastructure that enable modern deep learning at scale. Our journey begins at the top with the Python frontend and API. This layer is where most developers interact with PyTorch. It features the flexibility of eager execution for dynamic graph building, as well as TorchScript JIT for optimized static graphs, providing a bridge to deployment. Central to this is Python AutoGrad, handling automatic differentiation for gradient computations. The arrows here illustrate the crucial data flow from the Python layer downwards. Moving to the core, we have the C++ core and backend, the powerhouse beneath the Python API. This includes C++ AutoGrad for efficient gradient calculations at a lower level, the highly optimized A10 tensor library, which provides the fundamental tensor operations, and libtorch, the C++ frontend for PyTorch, enabling production deployments without Python. These components rely on a rich set of internal functions and manage various data structures for efficient computation. Next, we look at the evolving compiler stack, designed to accelerate PyTorch models. This stack integrates powerful tools like Torch Dynamo for graph capture, Torch Inductor for generating highly optimized kernels, and external compilers through TVM MLIR integration. The flow here shows the progression from dynamic graph capture to optimized code generation, culminating in efficient compilation. Below this, we address distributed and scaling capabilities, essential for training large models on massive datasets. PyTorch offers robust solutions like Distributed Data Parallel (DDP) and Fully Sharded Data Parallel (SSDP), which efficiently distribute computation and memory across multiple devices. These rely on high-performance communication collectives such as NCCL and Glue for inter-device communication. Finally, underpinning everything is the infrastructure and hardware layer. PyTorch is designed to run efficiently across various backends, including CPU, GPU, and TPU, leveraging specialized hardware accelerators. Ultimately, models can be seamlessly integrated into diverse cloud deployment models, ensuring scalability and accessibility. This blueprint showcases PyTorch's modular design, from the user-facing Python API to its powerful C++ backend, sophisticated compilation, distributed training, and flexible hardware support, all working in concert to advance the state-of-the-art in deep learning. Thank you. Detailing the comprehensive PyTorch ecosystem stack, we begin at the top with the compiler stack and distributed scaling. This crucial layer encompasses optimizing compilers such as TorchScript and Dynamo, along with robust capabilities for multi-GPU and multi-node scaling. Moving down, the Python bindings and TorchGen layer is responsible for bridging C++ functionalities seamlessly to Python, a process that includes automatic code generation. Below this, the core C++ layer, comprising C10 and A10, forms the heart of the system, managing tensor mechanics, memory allocation, and dynamic operator dispatch. Finally, at the foundation, lies the CI/CD and build infrastructure, providing essential continuous integration, deployment, and all foundational build systems necessary for the entire ecosystem. This slide outlines the three-stage process for automated Bedrock's CI/CD and build infrastructure. The journey starts with Docker BuildX, where parameterized builds are executed, drawing their specifications from the .ci/docker/build.sh script. This ensures a consistent and controlled initial build environment. Following the build, artifacts move into the caching and pinning stage. Here, integration with SC cache for efficient caching and CI commit pins for dependency management is crucial. This step rigorously guarantees the reproducibility of our build environment, making it predictable and stable. The final stage involves external validation. During this phase, the Lumen CLI runs structured YAML tests. These tests are vital for confirming seamless integration with downstream components like VLLM and Torch Titan, ensuring the reliability and compatibility of our outputs. Our developer engine is fundamentally built on strong automation and code generation capabilities. Beginning with the local dev loop powered by Spin CLI, this component is designed for developer velocity. It employs fast change detection to trigger conditional lint runner execution, providing immediate quality feedback during development. Shifting to the right, we introduce our global code generation system, TorchGen. This system acts as the absolute source of truth for our infrastructure. As illustrated, a specification like native functions.yaml is processed, automating the generation of critical components, including the dispatcher, JIT interfaces, and Python type stubs, which materialize as the C++ and Python API shown. This sophisticated code generation is vital for enabling efficient and selective mobile builds. C10 effectively manages memory and abstracts hardware, employing distinct strategies tailored for various computing architectures. As illustrated in the table, we implement specific allocator types, context guards, and atomic operations based on the underlying hardware. For general-purpose CPUs and Metal, which often target integrated or mobile environments, we utilize mobile-optimized allocators and simulated loops for atomic operations. In contrast, dedicated accelerators like CUDA, HIP, and XPU leverage caching allocators for efficient memory reuse and perform atomic operations natively on the hardware itself. Each hardware type also benefits from a specific context guard, such as Device Guard for CPU, CUDA Stream Guard, HIP Stream Guard, XPU Guard, and Metal Guard, ensuring proper resource management and context switching. Central to this abstraction is the C10.Device Allocator interface. This unified interface, through the application of RAII semantics, guarantees robust and safe state restoration across our diverse accelerator hardware. A key benefit of this approach is its effectiveness in preventing GPU memory fragmentation, thereby enhancing performance and stability across the entire system. A10's architecture for tensor operations centers on a powerful dynamic dispatch mechanism. At its core, any generic tensor operation, such as an add function, is defined abstractly. These operations are then routed by the C10 dispatch keyset, which serves as the central router for execution. From this central dispatcher, operations are directed to various specialized backends and functionalities. This includes the CPU backend, the CUDA backend for GPU acceleration, autograd handling for automatic differentiation, and VMAP mode vectorization for efficient batching and vector processing. This granular categorization is crucial, as it empowers PyTorch to dynamically select the highest performance implementation for a given operation. Critically, it achieves this without requiring modifications to the core framework and seamlessly supports out-of-tree extensions, accessible via mechanisms like Private Use 1. This slide illustrates two fundamental aspects of our system, the Python bridge and asynchronous execution. On the left, we see how the Python runtime, specifically torch.nn.module, interfaces with lower-level C++ libraries like libtorchglobaldeps.so through pybind11. This architecture ensures that state management is cleanly partitioned between learnable parameters, which are typically part of the Python module, and persistent buffers residing in the native C++ backend. Turning to the right, we delve into asynchronous execution. An _await object represents an operation that has been scheduled but not yet completed. This enters a deferred execution state. Crucially, the actual computation is implicitly triggered upon attribute access to the await object, avoiding immediate blocking. This deferral mechanism flows into an implicit async resolution phase. Ultimately, this leads to non-blocking GPU execution, which seamlessly resolves without stalling the Python thread. The implicit async resolution specifically refers to how non-blocking GPU execution seamlessly resolves when the _awaitable_wait method is implicitly triggered upon attribute access, providing a smooth and efficient workflow. To extend the core functionality, we enable the creation of custom operators, which follows a structured four-step process. First, we define the custom op, where the system infers its schema directly from type hints, ensuring correctness and consistency. Next, we provide the impl, or implementation, which intelligently routes the operation to specific hardware devices, such as the CPU or CUDA, optimizing execution. Following this, the impl abstract step handles tracing, providing meta implementations crucial for accurate shape inference, which is vital for graph compilation and optimization. Finally, to ensure full deep learning capabilities, we integrate impl backward for differentiation, providing seamless and complete autograd integration for the custom operator. In parallel, we utilize the decomposition framework, accessible via torch.decomp. This powerful framework is designed to break down complex A10 operations into more fundamental primitives. This decomposition is essential for enabling advanced optimizations like ahead of time, or AOT, autograd, and functionalization, streamlining our ability to compile and transform graphs efficiently. Exploring the compiler stack, we uncover the path to optimization for PyTorch models. The journey begins with standard Python bytecode, which is then dynamically captured by Torch Dynamo. This process converts the eager mode operations into a symbolic FX graph. Next, AOT AutoGrad analyzes this graph to separate the forward computation from its corresponding backward gradient computation, resulting in distinct forward and backward graphs. These optimized graphs are then passed to Torch Inductor, a powerful code generator that transforms them into a highly optimized code generation matrix. The ultimate output is a high-performance Triton or C++ kernel, ready for execution on hardware. Fundamentally, this entire stack is designed to transform eager mode Python into robust, high-performance, and fused execution graphs, all seamlessly powered by Torch.compile. Torch Dynamo employs symbolic execution to optimize Python code, as illustrated by this flow. The variable tracker component symbolically tracks Python values, such as NN module variable and simint, to build a comprehensive understanding of the data flow within your program. During this process, dynamic Python constructs, like an if statement whose condition cannot be statically determined, lead to what we call a graph break. When such a break occurs, Torch Dynamo gracefully transitions to an eager mode fallback for that segment of the code. This ensures that the dynamic semantics of Python are always preserved. Following the eager execution, compilation can resume, leading to a recompiled segment. This entire mechanism relies on guards, which validate assumptions made at runtime. Should a guard fail, Dynamo reliably falls back to eager execution, maintaining correctness while offering the benefits of graph-based compilation where possible. Torch Inductor's core functionality centers on intelligent kernel generation and auto-tuning, as illustrated in this diagram. Our system begins by taking hardware specifications and dynamic shape bounds as inputs. These feed into an auto-heuristic decision engine, which, in conjunction with continuously updated benchmarked performance data, dynamically generates a multitude of optimized gem strategies. This comprehensive process ensures that kernels are tailored for optimal performance across varying conditions. This systematic approach is underpinned by an advanced auto-tuning framework. This framework utilizes out-of-process benchmarking to effectively isolate GPU tasks. This isolation allows us to safely explore diverse C++ to Triton implementations in parallel without blocking the main thread, ensuring application responsiveness while optimizing performance. Further enhancing efficiency, we incorporate multi-level caching. This persistent caching mechanism is vital for preventing redundant recompilations of complex Triton kernels, significantly reducing overhead and accelerating subsequent executions of similar operations. This visual represents the layered approach to scaling out with composable distributed APIs, built upon the fundamental NN module core. Moving outwards from this base, we introduce checkpoint activation for optimizing memory usage. The next concentric layer, fully shard, signifies the application of fully sharded data parallel, or FSDP, for distributed computation. Finally, the outermost layer, replicate, manages data distribution, often via distributed data parallel, DDP. This elegant modularity is encapsulated by the torch.distributed.composable contract. This contract allows advanced distributed features to be applied cleanly over standard NN modules without necessitating changes to the original code structure. A key benefit is the preservation of fully qualified name immutability, which successfully eliminates common paradigm conflicts often encountered in distributed systems. D-Tensor introduces the concept of a distributed device mesh. This mesh visually represents an interconnected network of physical devices that compose our computing infrastructure. Within this architecture, D-Tensor offers three primary strategies for managing global tensors across these devices. First, with sharding, a global tensor is logically divided into smaller, independent pieces, each residing on a distinct device within the mesh, as illustrated by the segmented blocks. Second, replication involves creating identical copies of a global tensor across multiple devices, enhancing data availability and parallel processing. And third, a partial tensor signifies a component of a global tensor that requires further aggregation, typically indicating a pending reduction state, such as a sum or maximum operation across the device mesh. By providing this sophisticated framework, D-Tensor fundamentally improves upon legacy sharding methodologies. It enables the precise mapping of global tensors to specific physical devices, ensuring seamless scalability of complex mathematical operations, especially crucial within today's massive computing clusters. This slide details our strategy for achieving high utilization at scale, emphasizing symmetric memory and pipelined collectives. Observe the two distinct streams presented: Stream A, dedicated to compute operations, and Stream B, responsible for communication. Within each time segment, we execute a matrix multiplication on the compute stream. Critically, we can concurrently pipeline collective communication operations, such as all-gather or reduce-scatter, on Stream B, underneath these heavy compute kernels. This efficient overlap is realized by leveraging symmetric memory architectures and deferring synchronization. PyTorch, through its async collective tensor feature, facilitates this pipelining, ensuring that communication overhead is hidden. The result is a substantial maximization of GPU utilization as computation and communication proceed in parallel. Achieving truly isolated and reliable model deployments is central to our strategy, as illustrated by our hermetic model packaging approach. The package exporter systematically processes a model's full dependency graph, intelligently categorizing each module. Dependencies identified as intern are directly bundled within the package itself, ensuring self-sufficiency. Extern dependencies are configured to be loaded dynamically from the host environment at runtime. For specific use cases, mock dependencies are replaced with lightweight dummy stubs, and any deny-listed dependencies are explicitly blacklisted and excluded from the final package. A cornerstone of this hermeticity is module mangling. This process assigns unique runtime prefixes to all imported modules, for instance, Torch Package 0, effectively creating isolated namespaces. This method guarantees hermetic loading, ensuring our models operate entirely free from global namespace collisions that could otherwise arise from other applications or differing dependency versions on the same host.